Plaintiff Paul Manning says he started gangbanging at age 11, and the defendant was in the same gang. But Paul turned his life around after his first child was born. Paul suing the defendant for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Antonio BURKEY admits that he and Paul sold drugs together when they were in the same gang, and they were like brothers. Antonio insists he tried repaying Paul, but Paul refused to take the money.
Start with you.
Well, back in '98, I started in a gang with his family members.
How old were you?
I was somewhere around 11.
What were you all doing?
I was out gangbanging, selling drugs, stuff like that at a young age. Back in 2010, I got my girlfriend. I got pregnant, so I decided, to get out of the gang or whatnot. I didn't want my kid to come to that gang violence.
That was what year?
In 2010 is when I had my first kid.
About 12 years you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't want it for my kid, I didn't want him to end up being a statistic, basically, in a nutshell of it. About 2 days later, I
tell people all the time, street guys love their kids. Different from what society tries to project. All the guys in prison, all the guys in the street, the overwhelming majority I've met, and it's a lot, they love their kids.
Yeah.
So here you're an example of leaving the streets for your child.
Yep.
Good.
Yep, so was. The guy over here at BURKEY, he was like a little brother to me in the gang, you know what I'm saying? I talked to him 2 days afterwards. I got jumped by 15 people out of the gang, so I took my...
He wasn't in no gang.
Who, him? Now, he how you say wouldn't get eyed in. He's basically grandfathered in, so he got basically blessed in.
All right.
So anyways, 2 days later, I wanted him to leave. He agreed to. So through the test for the test, I started my own little work. I started my own little giant contracting in Ohio or whatnot. He got into the MMA.
Construction?
Yes.
How'd you get into that?
I just, something I picked up as a trade, learning through people that, from electricians, such and such forth through Ohio. Anyways, he got me into MMA in 2012. It was a little outlet for us all. Like all my stress and stuff.
You mean mixed martial arts?
Yes, mixed martial arts, sir.
You got into that?
Yes. Me and him.
Did he train you?
My dad did.
Yeah.
My mom and
Okay, because his teeth missing up time.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the reason why.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They didn't train you. That's what you need to be suing for.
Right.
Go ahead.
What you can't, you sign a paper
Go
for it.
ahead. I was just making an observation. They did you wrong on that training, doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay,
So-
but anyways, yes, we stopped. We got into the MMA or whatnot. Back in April, his van had his engine and his transmission went out in his car. He wasn't working at the time, so I went.
April of this year?
April 2017. Last year, I had went and paid his car note for him to get his
The
car.
loan you were about to describe?
Yes. Sir.
All right, let me allow you to give some background.
Yes, Your Honor. Like he said, we're like brothers. We looked out for each other and everything. I went through a lot of stuff. He had his kid. We were in a gang. We did a lot of things, We sold drugs.
Did you have to be the crazy one?
I don't like being crazy. I'm not the crazy.
You didn't have to be the crazy one. Most light-skinned, curly-haired guys, they got to be the crazy one, else they gonna get robbed.
Yeah, especially.
We'd have robbed you every day.
areas that we were at.
Even
I
if you
grew
don't
up-
have anything, just for fun, we'd have robbed you because you light-complected, curly hair. I was light-complected when I was in the projects, and light-skinned folks were preyed on because the lighter you are, the more they view you as vulnerable or as a mark, as they say.
Yeah.
But I had to be the craziest. That's all. Everybody was scared of Gregory Mathis. That motherfucker's face. Mess with him if you want to. You'll get popped in a minute.
Yeah.
He's a nut.
Just like you said.
Some of y'all still think that, but go ahead.
Just like you said, I grew up with it, around it and everything, just as well as him. We were in the gang.
What city?
Toledo.
All right, all y'all want to be like Detroit. You're 45 minutes away. And that's what happens. Go ahead.
Crazy everywhere. Well, he lent me that money. I mean, we went through a lot of stuff.
We're going to
together.
go to that now. Sir, the details of the loan.
Okay, I went and paid his car off. And
How much?
It was $14.94.
When was he to repay?
I didn't give him a specific time to repay.
And that was April of 17.
Yeah.
What has happened since then?
Yeah, he gave me $100 the first week after, and then 2 weeks after he gave me another $200, and after that he just stopped paying altogether. He had some things come up in his things that I just.
Sir?
I'm my own child. I have my own responsibilities and everything. I tried making payments back to him, but he did not take it. So it's
Okay. Well, the good news is we got him here today.
right. Honestly, I don't think.
You gonna take it?
Yeah, that's it.
You gonna take it. So $11.95 is your judgment. The only defense is that you wouldn't take it. Now you've agreed to take it, so pay. Have a good day.
Thank you. We shouldn't really even be here, but regardless, we could have worked things out at home. We shouldn't even be here, honestly. But I guess this is what it had came down to.
I mean, regardless, yeah, I mean, I'm just glad it came the way it came out. You know, I ain't really got to fight for it too much anymore. But like I said, it's like my brother from another mother over here. He still is, so it ain't gonna change.